About 3 years ago, I met Ollie, and Ollie wanted to be in a band. I hadn't actually seen him for maybe about a year after that, and then I decided that I wanted to get back into it. So then I went back to Ollie and then started attempting to round up various other members, which was more difficult than I imagined.
I lived with Tom at the time, and he had this fantastic idea to get some friends together and make some loud noises.
Tom was looking for musicians to start a band, and Alex had mentioned that I played guitar, so he asked me to join the band and I said no. And then he kept pestering me to join, so I thought, well, I'll just go down and see if I enjoy it, and I'm still there.
From friends and friends of friends, everyone came together, and that was Thrones. I love writing music, I love playing music live, everything. There isn't an aspect of it that I don't enjoy.
Personal milestones have been hit. We got to record in a proper studio and release our songs.
If you actually go at it with the intention of just trying to become successful and make money off of it, I mean, don't get me wrong, if you make a living off of it, fantastic, it's brilliant. But if you set out with the goal of doing that in the first place, firstly, there's much easier ways to do it than creating what we create. You end up then creating for your audience rather than both for them and for yourself.
It's like you escape from everything for that period of time. You're a different person. It's very difficult to explain unless you do it just how surreal it feels.
I thought you were never there for me. You were too busy with yourself to see.
I've done it ever since I was a kid. I think I started when I was 12, and my dad had a guitar, and I decided that'd be the coolest thing ever, so I got a guitar, and then I played guitar for like however long, and then sort of late teens I decided I want to sing. It's been like a massive part of my life. If I'm not doing all the boring stuff that you have to do in life, probably something to do with music is there.
The responses of the fans just make it so much more worthwhile when you doubt yourself or when you doubt why you're doing it.
It's always really good to see a positive reaction from people. If you get up on stage and everybody hates it, or if you get up on stage and there's just two people there and they're not even paying attention, then fine, that's great. But it's definitely cool when you get a lot of people all there that really enjoy it, and they'll say to you afterwards how much they liked it, and it does give you a certain impetus to get up and do it again next time.
It got played sort of on a few radio stations, and it got lots and lots of people. It even got pirated in Russia, so that was pretty good. Lots and lots of good stuff. We had a few kind of knockbacks and stuff based upon like the content of it that people didn't like, but it wasn't anything you'd really expect.
I think it was generally pretty well received, actually. We actually have. We were surprised, actually, I think, to see fans in Europe and Australia, and I think we even sent some merch to Japan once. So if that doesn't speak something of whether it was any good or not, I don't know what does, but we were certainly pleased with that.
I don't know if it's better than anything else that's out there, to be honest, but it's just different. Each song probably has its own sort of emotion. A really all-encompassing one is probably passion, because each different song is a different part of something else, but the whole over-encompassing thing is that all the songs mean something.
We like to use the term feels. It's for the listener to feel something, whether it's a melody or a heavy part of that song. When you listen to a piece of music, you get this rush of emotion.
I don't know, in a weird sort of way, I listened to it, and the more I listened to it, it made me more determined to be better as a musician, because I listened to it, and I liked it, but I knew I could do better. In terms of the band, it gave us sort of a platform that people could listen to us globally. It led us to like our first manager and our first booking agent, got us then to do like tours and stuff around the UK and more shows.
Every moment I get to do it is worth it for itself. So if it all completely stops tomorrow, every bit that I've done up until now is worth it on its own merit.
I will make you proud of me.
What is the relevance of your swan in your logo?
That, sir, is top secret and no one will ever know.
That's one for Tom.
That's an old inside joke.
Care to elaborate on that inside joke?
No!